Welcome back, welcome back to Gmwwradio. This is Unfiltered, and always presented by Street Smart Society. If you need graphic arts, graphic design, or video editing, hit up Street Smart Society LLC on Facebook or streetsmartsociety.com. I was just fucking with y'all a little bit, but this is Rap Jerry. Y'all know what it is. Okay. One day I'm gonna really do that. It ain't gonna be on the radio. It might be like a live event. And I'm gonna hit you one of them. But it's Rap Jerry. You know what time it is. We got two album and a mixtape. I always forget these parts.
I don't know if you want to call Kizzl's an album.
It's an 8. It's 8. We'll call it EP for today, and then we'll call Rizzy's
the mixtape. Yeah. So that's what we're going with. All right, what do we want to do first?
I'm fine with any this week. This one, I don't have any, there's no preferences or dislikes on this one.
All right.
Pick it.
We're just going to pick, we're going with Rizzy. That was the...
You just flip that motherfucker like...
I don't have a coin.
Yeah, we just let, some things got to happen, man. We got to, when you got a city spot like this, a preem location like this, things happen. Shit get real. That's all I got. So yeah, you said we're starting off with Rizzy?
All right, yeah.
Rizzy, the struggles and hustles.
Struggles and hustles.
Let's go straight into it. First track, New Steel City featuring Darby. It's the second time this year we've had a Darby reference directly. I
feel like this was practically Darby's track. If that's... Yeah.
Well, it's just one because
he was only in there minute 20, and it was a 3:30 song.
Well, the other thing is I wasn't feeling Rizzy on it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like Darby pretty much kind of took it over on that, so that was kind of.
Oh no! Like I said, Darby did him. I'll give him on that one. Like Darby was a very high pitch on that one.
Yeah.
I was just like I said, it was Rizzy it was filler to me what Rizzy did on that.
Yeah.
It kills me that it's filler to me because it was the first track. The first track for Rizzy didn't do anything.
Yeah. So it's kind of odd. So I don't know. Keep it rolling. Second track, Wasted Talent.
Which I wish was the first track, or at least I wish it was one of the tracks I think could have been the first track.
Okay, yeah. I could, yeah.
Oh, one thing, disclaimer, this album has a lot of features.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the best track that he does solo.
Yeah. I think he only does 2.
Only 2?
I mean...
Yeah, so yeah, there's only 2.
There's only 2.
So out of the 2 solo Rizzy tracks, this will be the one. If you want to listen to a track that's just Rizzy by himself, pick Wasted Talent.
I would pick Wasted.
He gets a little arrogant on this one, but I like it. Like I said, I like when my rappers can get in about themselves a little bit. This is definitely one of the better tracks on the album.
I could say the same thing. Yeah, it was a pretty good. That would have probably been the better intro, but it's all right.
It's just also because Darby, like when you get, that's why I don't like features if they're not a singer on the first or last track. Because you shouldn't get outshined on your intro, your outro, your album. This is how I feel.
Mm-hmm. I definitely feel the same, but yeah. So number 3. So this is where it goes to About Me, Camp YOLO. So that's almost all right.
I don't like it.
I feel like YOLO's was all right.
I felt like YOLO's verse was repetitive, man. Like he started that whole verse with like 15 About Me raps. Then like halfway, it was like bar 8 or something. I might be off where he actually started his verse. Because that wasn't even a hook. He didn't even it wasn't a hook. And he just said about me this, about me. I'm like, it was cool the first 2 or 3 times you said about me and you rhymed it into something. And the verse was wasted to me. For artists that like, you know me with Camp YOLO. It's a roller coaster for me in a Camp YOLO. What's good and bad, and this is definitely bad. After that, I didn't think Rizzy's verse was special either.
No, it wasn't too impressive.
Like to me, this is another This track was to me like I'm not revisiting this track.
Okay. No.
I mean, you said you liked it?
It was I'd probably put it on again. It wasn't that bad. I wouldn't say it's like wouldn't be my like worst. I mean, like you get two Campiola. I would say like that wasn't his probably best verse out of the whole album, but I mean, yeah, I definitely feel like they probably could have put a little bit more. I guess like more work, less on the. What are you saying? Like just repetitive on the band, like hella bands, this band's, or no, that's that about me. Like when you're just saying this about me, that about me.
Yeah. But so what's the next? Snakes in the Grass.
Snakes in the Grass with Chirac. That's the feature.
It was a cool track for me.
Yeah.
I like the beat. I like Chirac. I can't stand bro. I'm not gonna keep it. I can't. I need y'all to use y'all to get it on this auto tune, man. If you want to use auto tune, please tweak your shit. This song could have been really dope, even with the auto tune, but it just sounds off. Everything else about the song is, and then the auto tune. And I've never used that phrase. I've never. But that's how good the song could have been until.
That's funny. I kind of feel like that was for the second one too. The next one up about the music, I feel like the auto tune was a little bit too much for Jay Rizzy.
I could believe it. It was the same. Like I said, his auto tune is good. Like there's no sugarcoating that. His auto tune is not good. Like I can't move that any other way.
Yeah.
Price wasn't. If I'm looking for my note real quick. If Price is who I think Price is, he wasn't that great either. I just gotta make sure I get the right track.
It wasn't. I didn't think Price had anything to really save for the song. So.
Oh yeah.
It was.
All right, I got my actual notes. Hook was terrible, and after that, the first. Yeah. All right. The hook's terrible. Price doesn't really give me anything. I actually have to say this is probably one of the better Rizzy verses on that. That's what I had to put on that.
I just didn't like the auto-tune though.
Because the hook was auto-tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hook was, like I said, the hook was terrible. Like I'm not even sugarcoating that. The hook was class A garbage. But like I said, the verse, when you just rap, it was cool. The verse was cool. And I actually don't think like I said, Price was okay. It wasn't crazy. It's nothing crazy out of Price. Actually, that might be the downfall. Like one of the downfalls of the album sometimes is because your consistency is off for me, and I'm getting a bunch of features that I don't actually think are good either at this point. Okay. Continue.
All right, On My Name. All right, this is the first, or this is the other solo track. On My Name. So that one.
This is gonna be the opposite. I actually like it, even though I do know it's repetitive.
Yeah.
That's where you're about to go with it.
Yeah.
It's one of the only tracks where I actually feel like I get a story a little bit. I know it's repetitive, but I feel like I get his convictions and some of like what he like actually get the Rizzy.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes like a lot of the things he says I'm not sure about, and I like the beat. There's this nice alien sound in the background, like. So yeah, I actually do like that. That was one of the tracks I fucked with.
Mm-hmm. No, it was. I mean, it wasn't the worst. I don't think it was one. It wasn't. It was just. Yeah, it was a little bit repetitive, but I mean, it was still good. It was a good track.
Yeah.
Number 7, Want to Know with Cheyenne.
I don't even need my notes for this one, bro. Rizzy, you was cool.
Yeah.
Why did you get your girl? I'm assuming that was your girlfriend. I don't. I'm trying to be nice, man, but I don't think that this is what she practices. Like, that didn't sound like somebody who sings on a daily basis.
She was doing auto-tune.
Still, like I'm just saying.
I wasn't.
That was. I don't know what just happened. Like, that track was weird. That track was weird. And then, like I said, Rizzy, you weren't even that bad on it. It was a decent attempt for a love song. And I, on everything, know you wrote what she said. That's not even a big deal because I feel like that happens a lot with the songs where people sing on the song with the rapper writes what the singer says. It's cool, but I hope it's love, homie.
But probably it isn't his girlfriend or whatnot. But
I hope you didn't pay for that. I keep 100 on that one.
Oh man. Anyways, you had a pretty good, you had a pretty good verse at Rizzy. But hers, yeah, she I don't know what that auto tune was. That was just rough.
After that, we go into How I'm Feeling featuring Lee. That one, Lee goes off on the first verse, but like he has this like Danny Brown or is it Danny Brown? Whatever the dude from Detroit is, that got no teeth. I'm not. You look probably perfectly normal, but like he has a sound like that, like that dude. And then like I said, definitely kills it on this verse. Rizzy also goes on, but this is a standout track for me. One of the better tracks on the album, and we're gonna see this is gonna be weird. But one of the better tracks on it, Candy, straight candy. But that's the second time now. But yeah, like I said, it's a standout track for me. How did you feel about How I'm Feeling?
How I'm feeling? Oh, I was all right. That was good. Lee wasn't bad. That one, I liked it. That was one of my. It seemed like it picked up kind of after 8, 9, 10. It seemed like those were the better tracks of this, like, mixtape. You know. Yeah, because like Hellaband's next track, Campiola and TJ Rogers, that was a pretty good track.
I actually like this track. It's it's actually one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Mm-hmm.
I got to keep it real though.
Yeah,
it's a club song. It's like a more of a I don't want to use the word generic, but it's not a special. It's not. It reminds me of the B.O.B. Juicy J joint. It reminds me of one of them joints where it's like it's live. Like I said, it's a standout track. I think this deserves a video. This needs a bottle popping video. Like this one is one of those tracks. And it's a minimal beat. That's what shocks me about this one. The beats. This isn't one of those. It does get the points where the beat raises, but for the most part, the beat stays low. There's bass. Like there's always bass, but it's not like an overly dramatic beat on this one. Well, this is one of those posse cuts where you can imagine having one of those big air out horn beats, and it doesn't have that. It's actually refreshing.
Yeah, it is. This one, this would probably be my favorite track on this whole entire project. So I fuck with it. Last one. So this one, Not Another Me, Andreko and Hayes both features.
Yeah, I'll roll with that.
What?
I never even attempted to announce that dude's name.
Andreko?
Yeah.
Andre.
Yes, it was wrong what you said. You said it real smooth. I'm sorry I even said anything.
All right.
After how'd you feel about that track first? I'm interested in hearing what you got to say.
It wasn't half bad. Hayes kind of took like the structure to B.O.B.'s Mr. He's like, I'm the new Mr. T something. I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed it. It had I enjoyed it, I guess.
I didn't enjoy it. That's why I was interested to hear what would you.
I guess, but it wasn't but I mean, can be original, but I mean, I feel like it would be better from B.O.B. than you, Hayes, but it's all right. And then Andreko, he wasn't half bad.
How do you know? It was like 10 seconds.
He featured himself. He did that feature himself, then Jay Rizzy, and then Hayes went on at the end.
I must have missed something on that track then, because I didn't hear that.
I feel like, because I feel like Andreko featured himself.
At the very beginning?
Yeah.
I thought that was Rizzy. I thought that was still the same thing, but I thought it was Rizzy. All right, that's cool.
Maybe.
It still didn't say the song to me. It came up flat
sure.
to me. I just wasn't into that one. And it was like I said, because it seemed like Hayes had a short verse. If you're right, then that was Andreko in the beginning of it. I guess Andreko had more of a part of the song than I thought, but it still was a boring track for me.
Mm-hmm.
And a boring way to end the CD.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, intro, outro, not really the best, I guess. But
So that was the J Rizzy Struggles and Hustles mixtape, and I guess I'll let you roll through it first. What was your worst of the worst?
Worst of the worst? All right. I would have to say New Steel City 3. 2 would be About the Music. And then I would say Wanna Know would be my worst.
Did we miss a song?
What? What are you missing? Is there another song?
I thought there was a song called Down to Sleep.
Down to Sleep? Maybe. Yeah, I might have not wrote it up there.
Because I'm looking at my notes, I'm like, we haven't talked about a song.
What? Let's see.
I'm almost sure on that. I could be wrong, but it looks it's on my J Rizzy side. So yeah, like I said, after that, I could definitely say same as you. 3, New Steel City. 2 is About Me featuring Campiola as my second worst. And actually, I take that back. Those are really the only 2 tracks I actually have that are that bad for me. Like I said, most of the album's not great, but those are the 2 tracks that I'm just like, I don't rock with. Everything else I can basically be okay with. I mean, if I had to pick a.
We skipped a few. I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't write these other ones in. I knew I'd hooked this all up. Fucked everything up, guys.
All right.
Yeah. So I knew there was a couple other ones. I was like, when I wrote this in, shit. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. So there's 11. So it didn't end at fucking 10. All right. So 11. Yeah. Those SMGD. I remember. Yeah. Sex, Money, Drugs. No. Sex, Money, Guns, Drugs. Featuring Aviator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sounded like that was filler.
Yeah. That was
that was the definition of filler, bro. Like sex, money, gun, drugs. Sex, money, gun, drugs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy. I was like, because I definitely kept looking at my notes. I'm like, why do I see other songs with the J Rizzy? And I'm like, I'm not seeing what we didn't talk about
this.
Sorry about that. That's the first and only time something like that will ever happen on the show. But that was filler. The most top 10 most basic hooks of all time. And I mean basic. Like, were y'all in the studio together when y'all made that decision? Just curious on that. Yeah, I'm sorry for cracking the joke. That one was wild. After that, we what we got next that we missed?
Rollin'. Fact Marlowe and Cash.
I rock with the hook.
Yeah, Rollin'.
And then nice track overall. Mac, my bad, has a dope verse. Cash also has a great verse on this one too. Rizzy, everyone. This is not like Rizzy. Some of these posse cuts are really dope. I'm not gonna stop. This one is definitely one of the more hype tracks on.
And then the last one, Down to Sleep, featuring Darby. So yeah, I was like,
the sample at the beginning was dope.
Yeah.
And actually, the whole album has these like weird comedy or black TV show samples all over it. Some of them are like action movies, but there's like they're not. I guess they're little skits, but they're really just samples from movies and TV shows and stuff like that, and comedy stand-ups. After that, we had a hook from impressive hook from Darby. I don't think we got a lot of great hooks from Darby in the project I listened to a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But that hook from Darby was dope.
Darby. Yeah.
And I think it's great. It was a great verse. It was a great verse. Like I said, that one saved the song for me. Because Rizzy, I wasn't that impressed by Rizzy at all on this one. But Darby, to me, it was a Darby track. Yeah. And that's how you end this is how I'm going to remember this album. Is Darby opened it and Darby ended it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's how it kind of went. Yeah.
So back to what I was saying before, because you already put your words through.
All right. No, you know what? I forgot. Sex, Money, Guns, Drugs was supposed to actually make it. Actually, I was going to. Let me take off. What did I say? Did I say New Steel City?
Oh no, you know what? That was
New Steel City probably is going to be there. think I can keep about the music off. So I could probably do New Steel City, Sex, Money, Guns, Drugs, and then Wanna Know.
Like I said, my worst is gonna be New Steel City, About Me featuring Yola, and my number one verse is Sex, Money, Guns, Drugs featuring Aviator. Yeah. And like I said, that's why I was confused. I was like, why don't I have my number one worst? And I was like, I know why I don't have my number one worst. We ain't even fucking talk about it.
I don't know.
So I'm switching over to the best side.
It's hard to sleep, guys.
So my number 3 on the best side, right side, will be Wasted Talent. After that, my number 2 best will be How I'm Feeling featuring Lee, and my best song out here is Hella Bands featuring Camilla and TJ Rogers, man. So that's how I'm rolling. Those songs have a wide range of differences between Wasted Time and all the other. Like I said, these tracks are different. Or Wasted Talent, my bad. Wasted Talent. And an honorable mention to Snake in the Grass. Like I said, Chirac makes that track, but honorable mention to him on that one.
Me be rolling 3. 2 would be what's it up? Not Another Me, actually, and then Hella Bands. Okay. So those are pretty.
So we're in agreement on the best track.
Oh yeah, Hella Bands. That was definitely had that club vibe. It was
and it's a unique club vibe.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a same. It's the same shit. Like it's talking about the same shit, but it's a unique vibe to it. I'll give it that. So, like I said, I'm gonna let you start off with the numbers on this one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You just having a bad day today, aren't you?
Yeah, I just haven't gotten any good sleep this whole week. I need like solid hours of sleep. I ain't gonna get any. So we usually do, if you're first-time viewers or listeners, what we do is 0 to 5, 0 to -5. And we also, as you already saw, we do top 3, bottom 3s, and like for EPs, we do like 1 and 1. But we always maintain with the numbers for just how we score it. How did I feel about this? I would say a 2.5.
I'm going with a solid 2.
Solid 2?
I just see a lot of room for improvement. And the reason I'm going with the 2 is because I wasn't impressed by Rizzy overall by this project. I'm impressed by how the project was put together with the features and stuff and beats. Mm-hmm. But Rizzy himself didn't amaze me as an artist on this yet. Mm-hmm. I'm interested in the next Rizzy project. I can say like this 2 is not I don't want to hear this nigga again 2. This is I need more from him.
Yeah.
I see potential. I hear potential. I just need to hear, like I said, I got more hype out of the People feature.
Mm-hmm. You did, yeah. I feel like this was a very big feature album. Didn't really get much of full Rizzy, but that's all right. But the thing is, like overall, collectively, it was a pretty decent project. Yeah. And but again, like it wasn't really you opening up your own tape. You weren't like, your struggles and hustles is like yours and Darby's, and then at the end, it ends with again with Darby. I mean, I don't know. I think this is your tape, so I mean, you wanna take control, and I definitely want to see more of you. I guess for that upcoming projects, and so we're always here to definitely review.
All right, so switching it up, we go on to the other side, and we hitting up the second project of the day, the EP from the homie Kizzl, and
Trevway Kizzl.
Yes, sir. And it's
a fiend house to a dream house.
For some reason I keep having a problem saying that.
That's why I've been having an issue. I told you, yeah.
I do like the name though.
Yeah.
So yeah, on that, let's switch it over to that. It's on. We start off with USA versus Bricks R Us. But you just don't even want to get into that one, do you?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying you're just gonna say all the names this one album.
You sure there's 8?
There's 8.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah.
Previous album.
No, you can say number 2.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. You got this whole album. Previous album. I'm sorry we didn't know the full production for it, but shout out to whoever did the production for TJ Rogers. for this one. This one is mostly Stevie B, if not all. I mean, it might not be, but I believe it's all Stevie B. Yeah. But let's get in. Sorry, guys.
So yeah, USA versus Bricks R Us. It's one of my favorite songs on the project. I ain't gonna lie.
It just like didn't have a beat. It was like, man, it was pretty hard. It was hard as hell. I mean, it was hard as hell. No. I'm just, I don't know.
For me, man, like I said, you're right. The beat is so minimal, it's almost insane.
It comes like every minute it comes in.
Like it's a little melody with it.
Yeah.
But the things they rap about on this song, or he raps about on the song, man, first thing, if you don't know, Google it for yourself. I ain't getting into like the details of what happened, but the opening skit on this song will tell you enough about what happened with the police and the Bricks R Us, the heroin sting. And Kizzl just talks about all the people that went down, all his boys. He talks about Deasley. He talks about Hardo. He talks about the people that snitched. I don't have their names written down on here. But yeah, no, he gets into this track in a way that doesn't like. This is probably one of the realest tracks I've heard in like 10 years. Like this is, and you know what I like about this track is, at least to my knowledge, he didn't snitch on anybody. This wasn't like a what was that one boy that did hot whatever, Bobby Smurda. This isn't a Bobby Smurda type track. Like he's saying names, but everything's done. Like the people that are in jail are in jail. The people that didn't go to jail are not in jail. The people that snitched, we know snitch. This isn't, nobody should go to jail because of this song. This song's more of a story.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I said,
it was a good opening.
Yeah, for an opener, yeah. This is probably one of the better openers
the hardest opening ever.
It tells you what the rest of this album is about to be about.
Yeah.
So, what's the second track, James?
What's the second track, Jordan?
So the second track on Kizzl's Fiend House to a Dream House is Hun, nigga. That's why he's been so. Oh shit! I love. Thank you for the rappers that like using the N-word in titles of their songs, because that makes it so fun to have a white co-host. It's probably the best solo trap song. There's a lot of like heavy trap bangers on this, and I would say this is my favorite trap banger on this album, just because it stays low for like half the beat. And it's just one of those, like I said, it's a perfect track for the trap lifestyle, I think. Honestly. How you feel about the track?
This one was pretty good. I actually fucked with this one. Like if you didn't have, I mean, like USA versus Bricks R Us, like that was a pretty good opening. If you didn't even have that on there, that could have been the opening just as much as that was. Right. I'm just saying. But I mean, like USA versus Bricks R Us, it's a solid opening.
All right.
Yeah.
After that, we head up in the Fiend House to a Dream House, the actual title track, which this is where I'm happy. This was like a straight Lex Luger beat to me. Straight Lex Luger. This is like Cabin Fever, Rick Ross beat, that luxurious trap bang, bang, bang that it was cool at one point. And I've like the beat. It's just a basic trap beat to me. Now, it's like a novel beat. The song itself is okay. You know how I feel about title tracks. I think I want them to go a little more. The title track, it's a risk. I always tell people it's a risk to have a track that's the same as the song, as the album.
Yeah, it's too hard to. It got to be good. It has to be the best, and it's. I don't know. It wasn't. The beat was hard. I don't know. It wasn't the best. I don't know.
After that, we get into TRAP featuring Hardo.
That one was hard. That was good.
We have to roll with that. Sorry for another pun, y'all. But yeah, no. Yeah, like I said, TRAP featuring Hardo. Another nice trap track with a oh, my bad. Calmer. It's a calmer beat on this one. Definitely a nice calmer trap beat on this one featuring Hardo. We get and it's deep. Like for me, Hardo's hit or miss. I know everybody in the studio likes Hardo right now, but it's a hit or miss thing with me and Hardo when it comes to rap verses. This one is one of the best Hardo verses I've heard in a while. And after that, like I said, Kizzl snaps out on it too. Like I said, they keep up with each other. And I know the backstory to them. I'm not going to get deep into it. If you want to look it up, look it up yourself. But they have chemistry, and it's been known. It's what it is. This sounds like a track that Deasley would have been perfect on too. Like this is definitely a track that I see all their connections in the style.
Mm-hmm.
They're all different. It's not like they sound the same at all, but I see their lifestyles and how they intertwine. After that, what's the next song, James?
What's the next song, J Skyline over here?
The next song is Broke Nigga Rich. Yeah, Broke Nigga Rich featuring Chevy Woods. This is more like a street story.
Yeah.
My bad. I fucked that up.
What? No, it is. Wait, yeah.
But yeah, no, that was another decent track. I mean, it was okay for me. It wasn't the craziest or the best track on the album. And Chevy Woods is consistent.
Yeah. It wasn't like a bad verse from Chevy, but it wasn't like insane. But I mean, like it wasn't.
I'm not. But I think I say this as a person who's just like mute to Chevy Woods. I don't have this as Chevy Woods. I don't have low as Chevy Woods. I'm just like Chevy Woods. Yeah, Chevy. Yeah, it was Chevy Woods. I know he's an OG. He's a Pittsburgh OG and all that. It was like I've never been overly impressed by Chevy Woods. He has like a couple verses that I've liked that have been really dope, and a couple like whole tracks from like 5 or 6 years ago that I like. It's probably been longer back than that. I graduated high school that long ago, so probably like 10 years ago. Yeah. I had to think about that. Like I listened to Chevy when he was Captain Hustle. When he changed his name, I kind of just fall back.
Change the name, change everything.
After that, we got Born Broke, Die Rich. This is a street story. It's again, it still reminds me of a trap track. But in the subject matter, this is where getting to this point of the EP, we're in like almost over mode. The songs are all consistent, and some of them are better than others, but what he's talking about is the same stuff at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I got on this track. This song could be Fiend House, a Dream House. This could be the only track on this project as of right now that truly stands out is the first track. Everything else is pretty on core, even though I might like TRAP more than I like other tracks.
Yeah.
All these tracks have the same rhyme or reason.
What?
Oh, Brad. Someone, because I can, Brad, because this is live unfiltered TV. And at some point, he's going to get his hood pass anyway. So, back on to the main part of this. Kizzl Racks featuring Reese Racks. Everything was cool until Reese caught him. Like, Kizzl, you murdered this track, bro.
Yeah.
Kizzl was great.
Yeah,
Reese,
this was Kizzl. Yeah.
Reese needs a Ricola or something.
Was that Reese Youngin?
I thought it was Reese Racks.
It said Reese Racks on the, unless that's.
Yeah, I've heard. Well, no,
he had a deep ass voice. It sounded like Reese Youngin.
Then it was probably that one. I still need to listen to a full Reese project solo, but I've never been able to really get past Reese's voice. He's kind of like I've compared him to like not lyrically, because I do hear the lyrics in him a little better. Like I can hear him, but he reminds me of the Future of Pittsburgh.
Future.
What, like who else had a voice that rough? Jeezy, and I like Jeezy. That's the thing is I actually like listen. See, I didn't want to go that far. Even
I mean, there's no mumbling. It's just
he's not mumbling at all. It's just his voice sounds like.
Great stage show. He acted like he was about to pass out like halfway through the show. Like he was rapping when he stopped. He was like really like sensitive to his man, and he just hopped back right when the beat drops. And everybody at first we're like, are we about to witness a heart attack? Like you're really like, I'm really witnessing a fucking heart attack. Like, yeah, it was dope.
Okay. So but yeah, like
okay.
I think it's Reese Youngin. I think you're right. It's just that he put himself.
I thought it was. I was gonna ask, but he goes by Reese Racks in this. If he changed it just for this track, that's cool. If it's not him, sorry. But I definitely think it is. I mean, because he has a very distinctive voice. Like nobody else in the city has that.
Right. And the last track,
this one,
Apple of My Trap, featuring Stevie B himself. Does Stevie B drop whole projects? Because like I'd be shocked. Like I know this isn't the first time, but it's every time somebody gets Stevie B to actually sing, it shocks me.
Yeah.
And it's just like the fourth or fifth time I've heard a Stevie B singing on a track, and I'm just like, and it's always the same shit. Like I always go, I'm like, oh, Stevie B featured. Oh yeah, what's this guy? I always forget that I've heard him sing before. And then he starts singing, and it's just like, Stevie, get an album out here, man. It's not, like I know you want to help everybody else get up, but Stevie, man, your voice, you can murder some of these niggas out here singing, and I'm telling you that right now. Back over to Kizzl. There's no disrespect to Kizzl. Kizzl does this thing on this track. Too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like the highlight of this track, and again, I have no issue with Stevie B being featured singing on the end of this track. I said I think rappers should be the only rappers on their intros and outros. Singers are like a free thing on this one. But Stevie, man, and the beat's not that big.
No,
it's not that booming.
Hey, I'm completely the same with you on this. Stevie B murdered it. Yeah. Kizzl did him. Yeah, but like, I'm not saying like it was outshining, but it was very noticeable. You don't expect that because like Stevie B, he never, he's always on the backstage. Like he's producing, like that's what it is. So this is very unexpected. Yeah. Stevie B project, that'd be a pretty fun one to review.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I would be in, and I'm sure Stevie makes a lot of money on the production side of things, and that's why he kind of stays there. But like, man, you got talent on the singing thing, man. You think about it, man. You don't got to pay nobody to produce. You can write your own shit and you can sing your own shit. Like I know you're making more money, but like it's damn near sounds like you can produce most of your music for free.
Pretty much, yeah.
And you got everybody in the city. Shit, you can start doing producer deals if you want a feature or two. I'm sorry for getting too deep into this, but I'm just like Stevie B can get a dope ass album out of Pittsburgh for R&B. I'm just letting y'all know that now.
Oh, absolutely. Fuck. Oh yeah, he can get anybody he wants.
But that was the last track. It was a good last track. I said Kizzl murdered that track too. No slight to Kizzl on this. It's just a shock value of hearing Stevie B singing. And like I said, this is like the fourth or fifth time I've heard it. It's always the same shock value. Just because of how much I hear. When I hear Stevie B, it's usually 95% beats.
Yeah.
And in that one time it's featured, it's like, oh yeah, this nigga can sing his ass off. Like it's one of those. So but again, great track. Definitely honorable mention on this album for me. But I have there's a track that we've hyped a lot on this project from the beginning to end that I'm gonna roll with. But first and foremost, where I go with my worst track because he went first last time.
So we're doing 1-on-1?
1-on-1.
All right.
My worst track for me.
This is some bullshit. All right, go ahead.
Is Born Broke, Die Rich is my worst track. What's your worst track? Just point to it.
All right. We'll just go ahead and.
Okay, Broke Nigga Rich is his worst track. I'm proud. One thing, because people will be like, why did he pick that track? It wasn't a great track.
It wasn't that great.
It just wasn't a great track. I hope your favorite track ain't the other one.
Oh no.
So what's your favorite track, real quick?
It would be Trap, but I did really fuck with Apple of My the intro, outro, and like those were my top three. Like if I can pick three, those were it.
What's funny about those placements is the intro. Trap is basically the middle of it is the middle of the album or the EP, and then Apple My Eyes the end. And those are three completely different tracks. And I rock with you on that because those, if I ain't picking three, but if I had to hypothetically pick three, those would probably have been a hypothetical three. But my favorite track is US versus Bricks RS.
Okay, well, that was
So what's you giving this project number wise?
I'm giving this like a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Wow. That's basically a 5 coming from James, since I don't know if we're ever gonna get a 5 out of James. So that's definitely impressive. 4.5 for you. I'm rolling with the solid 4.
Solid 4. All right.
So
I was a pretty good project.
Oh, it was good.
I'm not saying like that song was that bad. I'm just saying I had to pick one. So it wasn't the greatest, but
for me, it's just the subject matter gets a little repetitive.
Yeah.
And some of the beats are just outdated to me. That's about it. Like I said, I don't have a lot of issues with the Kizzl album on this one. All the features did what they were. All the features are cool. I don't know what else to tell you. So I do have one question before we get into leaving this segment to go into Overly Unfiltered. How did you when you realized that this was going to be something you had to talk about, and then the track list was the track list? What did you say?
Wait, what?
When you figured out we were going to be had this album, and then you looked at the track list, what did you say to yourself?
Like, well, it's gonna be the same one we did before. We did this before.
Yeah,
we did this before.
I'm just curious because I've never had to think about that. I just thought about that. Like, what do you do when you see the track list? I'm like, shit, we gotta talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's why.
So after that, we are going to get into Overly Unfiltered today. And we're jumping straight into it, y'all, because we got some things we got to do in a second. So first and foremost, Overly Unfiltered for today. Didn't you have a runner-up you want to talk about?
So yeah, bride and groom were getting married in the courthouse. Unfortunately, the mother had an asthma attack in the bathroom, and it was like the mother and bride, like the husband and groom, like the bride and groom went to the bathroom to see what's up. Mom's has an asthma attack. They said, well, we'll postpone the wedding. They said it was going to be 45 days. They said, fuck all that. So they got married right there in the bathroom. So they said, fuck it. So there's I don't know which courthouse, what county this is. I'll get the exact name. But yeah, that's kind of, I mean, like, we talked about this before, like behind the scenes, like, who's acceptable to get married in a bathroom for? Mom,
grandma, dying, like
dying grandma.
Yeah, I mean, did they know it was an asthma attack when she went down?
This is a New Jersey couple.
Just let them go.
I'm trying to figure out the county. I was asthma. See, the thing is, like,
you might want to watch yourself, man. These asthma people take it seriously.
In Monmouth County courthouse. So she got oxygen and EMTs were there. I think that you could have, like,
don't get smacked by somebody's new
I think you could have nothing. I'm not going to say anything. I think that this was a fine thing. I ain't going to say anything slighted, disrespectful. So I'll just say that I
already took it there. It's already been disrespectful.
You could have just manned up and just dealt with it. I feel like an asthma attack, you got your inhaler. All right, we good. That's it. That's all. I mean, I don't know how asthma really is, so I don't know.
I had asthma as a kid, so I only had like 1 or 2 asthma attacks, but I never felt like it was over. I know people that have had worse asthma than me.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know how the severity is. I don't know how, like, how far your like pulse stats go down. Like, I don't know.
So my Overly Unfiltered of the day goes to David Shine. I think the video and the song dropped a couple days ago, but that's beyond the point. It's up here for today. He made a song about banging people's moms, and he made a video where, like, it's like a grown kid. Like, I guess the dude could be 18, whatever, but like he's basically rapping about banging dude's mom in front of dude, and it's mad disrespectful. And this is as bad as I don't have a lot of songs that is as disrespectful as this. Maybe Put It in Your Mouth, ODB. If you never heard Put It in Your Mouth, look it up. Like I said, they're like top songs where it's just like, whoa. And this is definitely one. He's just talking about piping deep people's moms. Like,
all right, so somebody did that. Is somebody really big did all this?
Well, no. Kanye did the reverse once. He did a song about like not trusting his mama's boyfriends.
Oh. And
it was like I'm the little kid banging on the door and all that. And like it was kind of like reverse. It was like kind of traumatizing. I can see where Kanye has issues. But no, like I said, and then I guess the equivalent is You Ain't My Daddy. That's another equivalent. But that one was more of a joke song.
was like, no, what if somebody was mad as hell and said, like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck your mom?
Oh, that happened once. I think it was it happened like last year, but some woman was on a radio show and she was trying to find like the guy she had just slept with like a couple weeks ago. They hadn't talked. And the radio show like went and figured out how to way to like call him. So they called him. They're like, hey, this woman's trying to get back a hold of you. And I guess she was on the line.
She told the radio who it was. This young girl. She liked them when they had sex, and she was like, I'm about to ask him what's up on the radio.
And she was like, all right, we're going to call him. Don't say nothing. And they called him and asked him some things. He was like, oh, yeah, I banged her because her son bullied me in school. And his conquest was to bang his mom.
On camera, he got a picture or something. But it's like, yeah, you get a picture and show him, like, fuck you, asshole, like I'm banging your raise. And she's like, I heard everything you said. I was really going to get with you. He's like, nah, I just banged you to get back at your asshole son. Like,
yeah, you know what?
That was so rude. Like,
yeah. Then like she like, and then she's
like, and now I'm super killing it because you called on the night. This the area you called and want to be with me.
It's even funny.
Oh, and then, like, and the funniest part to me is when she's like, and I bet whatever my son did to you, you deserved it. Like she had started getting all like, yeah, I'm happy my son bullied you on that side, even though she liked him. You know what? It's funny. My favorite part is he didn't switch up because he could have switched up real quick, like, oh, my bad. It wasn't like, no, he straight up said savagely, like, oh no, this was
fuck all that.
And that had to be the most like supreme moment ever. Because think about it, you wanted to fuck dude's mom just to have I fucked your mom. Now you can be like, and your mom liked it, and she wanted more, bro. She wanted more enough to ask for it on public radio. Like that's the end. Like that's the end. Like we gotta fight. We gotta fight.
I gotta fight.
We gotta fight. It's one that you fucked your mom because that one might have been able to be slide in some weird way.
I mean, at that point, you gotta like, all right, like you tell your son, all right, we doing sports, we doing like, because if that kid was bullying his son, like now, he's definitely gonna get.
Oh, they grown ass men now. You still gotta fight because one, you bang my mom, then you embarrass my mom, and then you try to embarrass me. Shout out to the homie Khalil because that was like the one dude who I grew up with that everybody wanted to bang his mom. Like I think my one boy Brandon asked his mom out the prom like twice. Swear to God. He was too small to do anything. He was always like undersized. So like it was never a person that I ever think he could have legitimately tried to beat up over trying to talk to his mom. Malachi has this point, but I'm happy that Khalil didn't go that route. I don't think anybody ever pulled her. It wasn't like anybody.
That's one of them things that will take you that other route.
Oh shit. So any other major news before we get off? Before we go off for the day, and look out for some pictures and stuff in a couple minutes. I ain't gonna blow anything up, but we'll just look out for some extra stuff today. You ain't got nothing. I mean, if you don't know nothing. Well, we run these numbers real quick. Let everybody know what happened with the rap jury one more time.
All right, this is what it is. Today we did Kizzl's A Fiend House 2 Dream House. I gave it 4.5. Jordan gave it a 4. And then Rizzy Struggles and Hustles. I gave it a 2.5. Skyline here gave it 2. Projects were all right. They were pretty good. Definitely want to see. Definitely always would like to see more music from everyone, and I definitely always definitely more.
And the last news for the day for me on the hip hop side of things. Mano reunites with his homie Casino Mike after 21 years in prison. I don't know much about this story, but if you see the pictures of Casino Mike and Mano from when they were back in the day and see how happy, like Mano's touching this man's face. Like, so I'm just saying, like when you had, like, that has to be the joy of joy. Like you had to be boys when, like, if you've seen the things I've seen Mano do, and Mano's one of them dudes like who just be fucking people up. So for Mano to like exude the happiness where he's like, you hear, and he's like, he's rubbing his nigga's head and shit. I'm like, wow, you must have really been homies for you to get that happy to be able to touch him. And 21 years is a long time. I ain't like 21 years, ain't 21 years. Yeah, that's about it for me today. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. Rap Jury, us, and Overly Unfiltered. Jay Skyline here.
And James_lame over here.
Always is Gmwwradio Radio Unfiltered, Gmwwradio on IG and Twitter, Gmwwradio for the YouTube channel, Gmwwradio@gmail.com if you want your music played. And always, Jay Skyline 99 on my Instagram.
I just did this and James _ Lane.
I didn't do the Instagram last time.
Wait, that's. I thought you swear to God.
No, I just said Jay Skyline.
And
Unfiltered _ PGH for our personal Instagram page. We will be back on Monday to tell y'all about the Pro Bowl.
Oh shit.
And any other basketball and other sports news with Brick, Flair, and we'll be on our second time for a little bit of Flair too. So we'll be back on Monday, y'all. Thank you again for tuning in.